Does the thought of unexpected company send you into a panic because you've run out of ideas for snacks? My motto is less scared when prepared. With just ingredients from your pantry, you can make my Spinach and Artichoke Phyllo Cups. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. On this channel, we teach you all about celebrating. We share recipes for food, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and we share entertaining tips too. Now we try and keep it all as simple as possible, especially for those of you out there who say that you just can't cook or entertain, because we know that you really can. So if you like this episode, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and watch a new episode every single week. Today, our celebration is all about a fast and easy appetizer or snack. It's perfect for when you have that unexpected drop-in company. Today, we're making Spinach and Artichoke Phyllo Cups. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the cups. I'm using today these frozen phyllo cups, the little bitty things that come in this type of box in your freezer section. I always keep these in my freezer. They're very affordable and they have a very long shelf life and they're just wonderful. This is what they look like. These are fully cooked and you can eat them just like this. When you take them out of the freezer, you just really need to let them come up to room temperature, which takes maybe 5 minutes. No real thawing or anything involved. So that's what we're using today. We put this aside. Now for the filling. First, we'll start with the spinach. I have 5 ounces of chopped frozen spinach that I thawed and drained, and I squeezed it out in a kitchen towel to get all the excess water out. Right in the bowl. Next is the artichokes. I'm using today a can of artichoke hearts. Now, this comes in brine, it's not in oil, and that's very important. You've probably seen those little jars of artichoke hearts in oil. You don't want to use those because that's going to make the filling too wet. Now, this is what they look like in the can. They're just quartered. Sometimes you can get them whole as well, but I happen to get the quartered ones. So I just chopped them just like that. Just ran my knife through them really easily. This is 8 ounces, right in the bowl. Now you're probably thinking already, can I do that in my food processor? And the answer is no, because you don't want to pulverize this into nothing. You want a little texture in there. And they're already very soft because they're in brine. Next is some cheese. Half cup of Monterey Jack cheese that I just shredded. 8 ounces really, a cup, I should say. Deliciousness. Half a cup of real Parmesan cheese. Get yourself a nice piece of real Parmesan and just grate it right in. Almost there. I'm going to give it a little stir just to start it. 1 large clove of garlic. Now what I did is I ran this over my microplaner. If you don't have one, you can use a garlic press or just chop it really, really finely. Right in. And then last, a half cup of mayonnaise. This is going to bring it all together. Now we're just going to mix this up. Now you're seeing already how quickly this is coming together. So this is perfect for those times when you have that call or text that says, oh, we'll be over in an hour, or if your husband calls and says, oh, I'm bringing Larry and Louise Tate home, surprise. Now, I did not add any salt to this on purpose because the brine in the artichokes, the cheeses, and the mayo have a little bit of salt, but I'm going to add some pepper. There's already plenty of salt in here, but we do want a good grind of pepper. Okay. In we go. And that's all there is. Now this filling right now is delicious to eat as it is. But now we're going to get our little cups and we're going to fill them up. Okay, now we're ready to fill our cups. Now before I do that, we want to make sure that you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now, simple, have a little teaspoon measure. We're just going to scoop some in, put it right in the cup. You don't need to overfill it. You can have a small mound on it, but you don't need to really go crazy because they're bite size. One bite. I'll do a couple more for you. There we go. Okay. Now at this point, they don't have to be perfect because they're all going to melt down together. So don't worry if one has a little more spinach or a little chunkier than the next one. All right. Now I'm just going to keep going and fill the rest of these. Here we are, all filled. It just took me a minute to fill these all. Now I'm going to pop these in my 350 degree oven. And it's going to take 7 to 10 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on them because you just want it until the cheese is melting and they're warmed through. And every oven is a little different. So 7 to 10 is good. It may be a little more, maybe a little less. Now I also have a great deal of leftover dip. I'm just going to put that in another little oven-proof container. Probably pop it in the freezer, but you can always just reheat it or bake it along with these and you'll have a nice dish of artichoke and spinach dip. Off to the ovens. Here we are out of the oven. Look at these gorgeous little cups. They are so wonderful. And the smell from the garlic, oh, I wish you could be here. Now I also took my leftover dip that we didn't put in the cups and I put it in this little crock. I baked this for about 20-25 minutes just to heat it through and get everything melted. So that's another option. So let's do our favorite part. I'm going to sneak one. I've been making lots of these so no one will know. Yeah. That's really good. This dip, there's a brightness from the briny artichokes. The cheese just melts together. It's wonderful. The spinach gives it that nice green flavor. And of course the garlic. Then there's that crunch from that little phyllo cup. There's all this going on, and they're perfect little bites. Little charging goose from the old fields to wash it down. That's nice. Okay, as always, we're going to have this recipe up in the comment section of YouTube like we always do. Remember, follow us on social media. Most importantly, remember, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Now, we'll see you again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. because you're all invited to come on over, come on in, and let's celebrate. Cheers!